Hey everyone, welcome to the MatMadik Cast channel. Okay, just so you know, I'm going to stick to a pace of one a day and I'll be consistent. That works for me. I'll aim to do 3 a day once I get into the realm of the full-timers. But you know, you got to do what you got to do. So, Ginger, thank you so much for recommending MESUS Gates of Hell. And by the way, guys, some of you who give me videos to react to, recently, I'm sorry to say this, but some of your videos, unless they're particularly pertinent to what's going on at present, I'll have to get to that a bit later because I want to go back through my requests. I got like a whole heap of requests from people, and I want to start reacting to that. When it comes to things like songs, like voice play and whatnot, I'll try and get on that quicker because thankfully it's a bit more concentrated and they're easier to react to than these political ones that get me breaking things down. All right, so today we got MESUS Gates of Hell. MESUS funny guy, I gotta say. As much as I respect him, he looks hilarious with that giant beard. The man with the exceptional beard. Anyway, but no, he's cool. Let's see what he's got to say. Gates of Hell. Hypnotized by... What is that? Is that a syringe? Bloody hell. Is that the vaccine syringe? Anyway.
I ain't gonna take the bait. I ain't gonna vaccinate. I can read between the lines. Billy Gates don't have to say.
Bill Gates. Gates of Hell. Oh, I get it. I can't believe I didn't get it off the bat. Oh, that is funny. What's that? They're eating chili or chili beans? The money and adrenochrome laced wine. I don't know. Bill Gates, Mister. There just may be an outbreak of smallpox if you don't behave. Oh, what do you know? Some smallpox show up. You sure, boy, Bill Gates, you sure are good at predicting viral outbreaks. Not on your computers, though. Anyway.
12, 8, 80. Listen, I wasn't born yesterday. That's the day my mama birthed me. Thank God that ain't masturbate. Gather around, pull up the chair. We gon' have a chat today. I'm cooking up some food for thought. Grab a plate, get your napkin straight.
Food for thought. I wonder what's the significance of the chili beans he's eating now.
It's about to get messy. That's why I ain't dressy. I'm about to spill the beans long as the internet lets me.
Spill the beans. Yeah, as long as the internet lets me. Dog. Come to alt platforms, MESUS. I want to catch you on some alt platforms and let you go off. I ain't scared of death. That's the one thing you gotta be like like David Icke was saying. Lose the fear of death, and then there's nothing these people can make you do. It's like the people who were deliberating over the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. You can't be scared of what the mob will do because they want to kill you anyway. This is how I'm not scared of anybody. Yakuza gangsters, triads. At the end of the day, if somebody wants to threaten you or something, they're going to threaten you regardless. This is me. I'm not telling people that they should just do it per se. I've had a lot of soul searching, and I finally come to realize I'm not scared. That's why I do what I do, what I say. I'm not scared. Life, right? I mean, right now, some people are going through hell right now in North Korea and China, like the Uyghurs are going through in those crazy prisons. I mean, they could, once upon a time, some people in China and North Korea were just minding their own business, living their lives. Well, North Korea has probably been quite held captive for the longest time. But anyway, yeah. But some weeks in China were just minding their own business. Even like people who are being put into camps right now in China, who are just basic citizens. Next thing you know, they're being grabbed up by some nutcase who say that they work for the government, TCP, and they're just being torn apart. It would appear that those people have nothing left to fear. So, oh, what about my family? Please don't do this to my family. Those people, if they want to get the family, they'll get the family anyway. I pray that family is brave as I am. That's the only thing you can it's the only thing you can hold on to is your courage. You can take away everything from somebody, but it's you who decides to give up or keep a hold of the courage. That's something that the ego and gangsters can never touch. So where we go one, we go all. Anyway, MESUS, let's go.
In your bank account, Billy, you haven't changed. Christ, I ain't safety off of my safety. Please don't try, Billy.
That's hilarious.
You don't care about no dying people. Only thing you care about is who's supplying needles. Rich get rich and poor get sick of crying out to Jesus. Guess the Bible right. Love a dollar signs is evil. I ain't stupid. I know what the hell you doing.
There's a video David Icke put out one that, well, somebody who's on his team at least, of Bill Gates sitting in a chair and just having this weird, he seems to be spasming or just lurching in his chair while he's observing somebody in a meeting or something, and that image was juxtaposed right next to Hitler sitting in a chair, watching maybe his Nazis just, or the SS just parade through a town or somewhere, and he was just doing the same sort of convulsions. It's funny how these people that they tend to, you know what? I want to say one thing. David Icke often goes into saying these people are operating in a way that is not human, and one, you know, if you dig deeper, you may just come to the conclusion that they aren't human. It's a bit like, think about it this way. Like some of you, like you know my views on abortion. I'm not absolutely against it because I know it sounds crazy, like, ooh, but life sometimes. Now, here's the thing I'm saying: just because abortion exists, it doesn't mean that it is the cause of why so many people are running to get abortion. That needs to be stopped. So I say it's a bit like, you know, gun rights, believe it or not. And if you're honest, you'll understand what I'm saying is true. Guns don't kill people, people kill people. Abortion don't kill babies, people kill babies. It's the same thing. You have to realize that. So put it this way: some people may say all life is sacred, so we shouldn't kill anyone. Of course, now killing a person in self-defense, that's absolutely understandable. Okay, well, fine. You're talking about adults here, but babies are different. All right, let me ask you this: all God's life is sacred, right? Babies, only humans are, right? Because animal cruelty is bad too. Again, do you know the age of the chicken you eat? Like the chicken that wound up in your KFC sandwich, if you eat that, hey, if you eat meat at all, do you know the age, the gender, the scenario by which your animal wound up on your plate, how it was probably created through the process of, artificial insemination and so on. All of that, if that happened to a human, you'd be kicking and screaming. But, now listen, I eat meat, but I've come to peace with that and said, hey, I'm going to live life by my word. That is to say, hearing about some things happening to humans, it's a bit like the survival of the fittest rule that I'm talking about. Of course, if some parent finds out their child's being eaten, they're going to go crazy. And I'm not a parent yet, who knows. But I will say that do your best to preserve life. Right now, it's just like with this vaccine story. It's not so much that sad things happen to defenseless creatures that is the issue. It is the idea that you're telling people that they cannot fight to preserve life. So people saying, I don't want to take the vaccine, it's bad for me, so it's bad for kids, I don't think kids should take it, being deemed as bad people, that's a problem. If you want to get in the way of that process happening, at least for you, let alone a kid, then that's your prerogative, and you have the right to fight for that. Even if they want to fight you to try and stop you, you definitely have the right to fight for life as you see it. You see, and when it comes to, now again, you may fail, but that's that. Same thing with these animals. And again, don't think it's so evil that people just eat animals, young or old or whatnot. Animals in the wild do that with each other too. It's the way of life. War is a part of nature. You have to realize animals war all the time. So it just means the whole point of this thing is that you just don't give up your right to fight, your courage. And certainly don't be hoodwinked into thinking, I should just give up. Keep fighting if you feel that's what you're about. And hey, if you if you succumb to demise, at least you gave it your best. But anyway, let's keep going. MESUS. Just the tip. Oh, it's a dope top. Oh, Take will grow by the hour to the height of the 5G towers. Oh my god. Let alone 6G. Anyway, dog. Like I said, some people may have issues with the internet or Twitter or whatnot, or 5G, you know. But we understand. We have the right to fight against it. But lo and behold, these technologies exist anyway, and people have to say, all right, well, so be it. It's almost like if you can't beat them, join them attitude. But or if you can't beat them, at least on this level, at least try and find another way to preserve yourself according to your perspective. And 5G towers, yeah, you know, like Salty Cracker, you know, we use YouTube even though we know YouTube is against us, because there's still something in the whole process that we can take advantage of that can ultimately lead to our victory. But anyways, Maze is funny. Me here again.
And maybe my dick will grow as big as the 5G towers, and I'll get paid by the hour to fuck models and bust nuts on the tiles I throw in from rapping. He's talking conspiracy, but he does it so lyrically gifted. You think that he must be reading through all of Hillary's email. Female does all I see, and none of them know how to speak. You are the company.
Oh shoot! Look at that pizza. And talking about conspiracies and Hillary. And all you need next on that plate is some hot dogs, man. Yikes! Did you hear? You check out the what's the man's name? High Roots Reacts TV channel. Or High Roots Reacts channel. The High Roots TV I think got taken off. Anyway, yeah, ew. I mean, the thing is, you don't want to give pizza a bad name. Pizza tastes yummy. I'm not talking about that pizza, y'all. Anyway, but still, did you hear about that email? What was it? Oh, I think a staffer at Microsoft once said Bill Gates, you know, in connection to his relationship with Epstein, made a comment about pizza-stained clothing. That sounded very weird. If any of you have heard of that kind of stuff, let me know. But hey, I'm trying to. I gotta eat. I got some more pizza to eat right now, literally. But anyway, I mean, I'm about to eat some pizza after this. Now I'm all. Anyway, who cares? Beans and pizza.
You keep so I don't hang with any sheep.
Hey, Mass.
You are the company. You keep so I don't hang with any sheep. But I don't hang with wolves either. I see you in sheep's clothing, standing at your pulpit preaching. That's why churches keep closing.
Standing at your pulpit preaching. That's why churches keep closing. Oh, come on, dog. Come on. That is a bar if I ever heard one. Bloody hell. That's why churches keep closing. That's a wicked double entendre, isn't it? Church, it's like, oh, you preaching? Let's close this church. Or better still, or, you know, flip it on his head and say, oh, no. He's preaching, and that's why people are closing, because they're scared that what he's pontificating is true. Anyway, no vax, Biden for president. Check it out. Oh.
Bitch, you know you don't care about no dying people. Only thing you care about is who's supplying needles. Rich get rich and poor get sick of crying out to Jesus. Guess the Bible right, love a dollar signs is evil. I ain't stupid, I know what the hell you doing. Hell no.
More money.
Just because you tell me do it. Man, no. I don't give a damn.
It is hilarious. And the most ironic thing is, with all the deep state steps that Bill Gates is following, those dollars he's going to put in his pockets are going to be worth jack. Now, you know that he's got a bunch of crypto anyway, but still, and gold. But yes, and of course, blood adrenochrome going in, but bloody hell. Anyway, but you know, if you ain't got true virtue and if you ain't standing for something that's truly valiant, then you dead, and all that nonsense dies with you. Where we go, one we go all. You see what he did to the pastor. It's a great actor he's got there for Bill Gates. I wonder who the hell that guy is, but it reminds me of the guy who's on Fox Gutfeld who looks like Biden so hilariously. a good lookalike is pretty funny, and and of course it's important that lookalike doesn't lose their identity in the process. Anyway.
Calm down. Fuck that, I'm a wild out, 'cause I've been calm ever since I done killed that clown from wildin' out. MESUS, where you been?
Clown from wildin' out. Who's that again? Wait, maybe he's talking about it right now. Gary Miller? Eric? No, I don't know. Who's it killing that guy from wildin' out? Who's he referring to? Anyway.
Bro, I've been with my pen, yo, jotting shit to change the world. Too bad it's going in, though. Hell, I ain't going out without a fight, Bill. I don't know about politics, but I know this ain't right, Bill. Speak of politics, could have swore that we had some rights, Bill. Called the Bill of Rights. Bill of Rights. Ain't that right, Bill? I didn't really scare them with Corona, then we'll have a shot to trick them into getting
Whoa.
right, Bill? I didn't will scare them with Corona, then we'll have a shot to trick them into getting shots. Bitch, I think not. Kick rocks. Bitch, I'm hip-hop. Grew up on Big and Pop.
Spilled the beans on that pizza. Yikes! Dude, the double entendres of that stuff is nasty. So anyway, let's keep going.
Shots. Bitch, I think not. Kick rocks. Bitch, I'm hip-hop. Grew up on Big and Pop. Which means I'd rather get shot before you giving me a shot.
That's hilarious.
Bitch, you know you don't care about no dying people.
Put pizza on my plate, and I keep making references to that. Don't touch it. There's a story in the Bible. There's a king who offered food to is it Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, right? I can't remember what book of the Bible it's in. They were told to eat some food for this king was putting on their plate. And then they said, "Nah, man, we'll have some vegetables. We'll go vegetarian tonight." And the king was like, "Motherfucker, put them in the furnace. Then we're gonna eat you." They didn't die, thankfully. But it makes you wonder what. I mean, it's tyranny is crazy. Just because you won't eat what I'm offering, I'm gonna go crazy. But it makes you wonder in the Bible if that food that was on the plate. I mean, the whole Bible. Let me just say something about me, by the way. You may get freaked out by what I'm about to say, but I've come to find it to be true. And you can pray for me or you can curse me out or whatever you want, but I'm gonna be absolutely honest. There's a man I follow called Neville Goddard, and he speaks a lot about the Bible. The Bible, brace yourself, is allegory. And it doesn't mean that what they're talking about is absolutely not true. It just means a bit like who is it? Now again, you can take issue with what I'm going to say and get in the comments and say, "Well, let me educate you about the Bible." That is fine. I'm not saying I don't want to hear anything to be proven wrong or anything. This is just what I've come to realize. David slayed a lion, didn't he? No. A bear. Or a bear and he said a bear and a lion, I believe, too. That came after his sheep once when he was a young one, where he was geographically. Bears and lions aren't there, I believe. There are quite a few things in the Bible that reveal them that are hints to the readers that you're dealing with something that is a breakdown of the human experience. Always, it is not locked into one dispensation, not locked into one time period. I mean, the truths that are spoken about in the Bible, I'd say, are applicable before the Bible was written. You're dealing with, right now, a breakdown of freedom versus being under tyranny. Now, a lot of that story from, was it Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the Bible? A lot of that story that was spoken about them being thrown into the furnace, but of course surviving, God, thank God, was a breakdown of speaking a lot about a lot of things. I mean, essentially, the food that I think they were being offered. I want to read that story again, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't just a straight up case of this is just some meat. Go ahead and eat it. It represented something. The whole thing everything we're going through right now, and a lot of what is said in these Bible stories that reflect what we're going through right now, represent underlying themes. Not just tyrants say do exactly what I say or else, but it exposes the practices that they're up to. Now, there's no doubt MESUS is talking about pizza when you put that on the plate. So, let me know if you can read a bit more into it. Now, listen, if you think I should be rebuked for what I said, I accept everything I say. But as Jesus said, who do you say I am? Speak your truth. And this is what I've come to realize. Now, again, I'm not disputing anything anyone says about the Bible, that may go against what I said. I'm just saying, look for truth and you'll find it. it's kind of a weird way to conclude what I'm saying, but check out other reactors and see if anyone else is saying what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure somebody else is picking up on what I'm saying. If not, then, well, I'm the first. But yeah, just fine. Just look into the story of Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the Bible being thrown in the furnace, and do a Google search on the imagery of or the symbolism about what's being spoken about with that story, and then look into pizza and hot dogs. Anyway, let's keep going.
Only thing you care about is who's supplying needles. Rich get rich and poor get sick of crying out to Jesus. Guess the Bible right, love a dollar signs is evil. I ain't stupid, I know what the hell you.
More money. He's like, you want to build, don't you get enough? What did Oracle say in the Matrix? What do all men with power want? More power. Anyway. What's he doing to his face? Was he shining a light in his eyes? Oh, he was. Like saying, "Are you still alive there?" All right, whatever. More money. Hey, by the way, sorry if I went off on that tangent about the Bible, but I just oh well, skip it next time if you want to watch this again. Anyway, I'll try and keep it more brief in the future. He has a light in his face. That's hilarious. Stop looking at that money, you freak. Gates. Alright, people, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you next time. Peace.